Yeah, boy. Welcome to another video on this playlist, How to Win at Sports Betting. In this video, I will discuss why sports is better than racing, which is in chapter 3 of my book. So, the number one reason why sports is better than racing is because racing is tied to bookmaking. Racing and bookmaking are mutually exclusive, and this goes back to the origin of racing. So, centuries ago, a group of men gathered their horses and they wanted to incentivize people to attend these meetings, these events. And so what they did is they offered bookmaking. And this is how they aroused interest in this brainless and boring activity. And so people would come in specifically to place money with the opportunity of winning. So from that spawned greyhound racing and harness racing. And to this day, bookmakers make 80 to 90% of their revenue from racing. Okay? The two are partners. They're partners in crime. They are strange bedfellows. It is fundamentally corrupt because they are mutually exclusive. This is not the same with sports. So sports long existed before bookmaking. And if you take bookmaking away today, sports will still exist. And people don't need to be incentivized via bookmaking. So people will still go to games because they're entertaining, they're educational, and they're enriching. The same is not true with horse racing or greyhound racing. People need to wager in order to attend those events or to tune into it because it is dumb and boring. Number two reason why sports trump racing. And this is a huge reason why. Racing is scandalous and unethical. Jockeys starve themselves. They race an animal that weighs a ton around the track at breakneck speeds, often dying or being permanently injured. And they get paid fuck all. Female jockeys get raped. Trainers get killed. Stewards get shot at. Hundreds of thousands of horses are slaughtered every year, as well as greyhounds every year because they lack a winning pedigree. This is scandalous. This is completely unethical. It is a shit industry. In sports, athletes are treated as celebrities, right? High-level athletes get paid enormous amounts. They stay at 5-star hotels. They fly in private jets. It is very ethical, okay? Number three reason why sports is better than racing is that racing is not highly regulated. Foul play is commonly condoned. An example, Australia's most decorated jockey, Damien Oliver, a 3-time winner of the Melbourne Cup, received just an 8-month ban in 2012 for placing an illegal bet on a rival horse to beat his horse at a race in Moonee Valley in 2010. He bet $10,000 and won $11,000. And he was only banned for 8 months. You compare that to sports, right? In the NBA, former official Tim Donaghy, he was found guilty of betting on sports, on games that he officiated, and he received a lifetime ban from the NBA, and he spent 2 years in a federal prison. Or Pete Rose, the famous baseball manager and former player. He was found guilty in 1989 of betting on games that he played and managed, and he was banned, for life, and he didn't enter the Hall of Fame, despite being a 17-time All-Star. Number four reason why sports are better than racing is because racing is not transparent. Racing is an archaic industry. Owners don't tweet. Trainers don't tweet. Managers don't tweet. Jockeys don't tweet. And fucking horses don't tweet because they're animals. You compare that to sports where athletes, from the starting player to the last guy on the bench, they actively and willingly give people information. They tell you what they're doing. They tell you what they're eating, how they're training, who they're training with. There is enormous information available with sports that enables the punter to synthesize that information and to make well-informed investment decisions. That does not occur in racing, all right? When the owners, when the trainers, when the jockeys don't tweet, they leave everyone out in the dark, okay? They keep that information for themselves. They're the only ones privy to that information, to that insider knowledge. And they are the only ones who can profit consistently. No racing punter can profit consistently unless they're connected with those people. All right? Anyone who tells you otherwise is full of shit. I worked for bookmakers for 5 years, and not once did we have a consistent, long-term, winning racing punter. They do not exist. Number 5 reason why sports is better than racing is because racing is easily fixed. You've got late scratchings. You've got trainers who purposely give their horse too much water, which is known as water bloating. They purposely select a poor barrier for their horse to run out from. What else do they do? The ring-in. They'll substitute a similar looking horse for another horse. Jockeys are corrupt. Jockeys will purposely hold back the mount to slow down their horse or go easy on the whip. They will throw away unassailable leads. They will jump off a horse and claim that they fell. Racing is rigged, okay? In the upper level of sports, in the elite levels, because they get paid ridiculous salaries, ridiculous sponsorships, the players, the coaches, the trainers, the officials, they make too much money, and so it is less common for corruption. It is less common for match fixing. Okay, so those are the 5 key reasons why sports trump racing, why sports are better than racing. If you want to make consistent money from the bookmakers, you need to start by abstaining from racing completely, all right? Do not engage in racing. You're just going to piss away your money. It is corrupt. It is an unethical, scandalous, unregulated, non-transparent, rigged industry, and it does not need any more of your hard-earned dollars. Stick to sports. Sports are transparent. Sports are entertaining. Sports are fun. And you'll make a shitload more money intelligently analyzing sports than you'll ever do going to the races. So I hope you liked that video. Stay tuned for more in this playlist. Yeah.